Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Meg's Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and to today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm bringing back a series that I did start at the beginning of the year, however it kind of went off the past couple of months, so I'm bringing it back again. And that is my watch list for the month. So this is all the movies that I want to watch that are coming out in the month of June. Now, this month, not going to lie, there is literally all of 4 films that I want to see. Obviously, if there's anything else that's coming out, I'll watch it as well, if possible. If I've seen a trailer for it and it looks good. But this is going by my local cinema listing. And this is also going by what's on the streaming services. So there might be certain films that are coming out that might not be shown at my one, but they might be shown at Cineworld. I may add it to my list, I may not, but I do currently have the list on my Letterboxd. So if you want to see the movies, if I add any more to that watch list or anything like that, then go check out my Letterboxd. So yeah, so I'm going to put a poster to the side here, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first movie I'm going to talk about is A Family Affair. This is the only film coming on streaming that I want to watch. This is starring Zac Efron and Joey King, and then I can't remember the other actress. I can't really remember. I saw a trailer for it briefly. It looked kind of good. Plus, it's a Zac Efron film, and I like my Zac Efron, so. But why not add it to the list? The streaming service films can be hit or miss. I'm hoping that this one will be a hit, but you never know. Unfortunately, with Netflix, it's very 50-50 and depend on what you get. So I'm not really going to talk about that one much, but I will talk about the other 3 a bit more. And the third film is A Quiet Place, Day One. So I really enjoyed the first 2 films, like surprisingly enjoyed the first 2 films for the fact of there's not really much speaking, especially in the first movie. I weren't sure if I was going to enjoy it or not, and I actually did. I remember watching the first one, and with how silent they had to be, it made you feel like you had to be quiet. And that's a new experience for me. I love it when a horror film can affect me in that way. And then A Quiet Place Part 2, that was a really good film. So I look forward to seeing how they deal with this one. I know it's not with the family this time around. It's basically to do with a whole new group of people. And it's all to do with going back to the very first day that these aliens arrived. And it's all to do with the fact of it's in New York City, which is one of the loudest cities on the planet. So it'll be quite fun to see how they dealt with it. It'd be quite fun to see a different take on the film. Although I do enjoy the family, it would be nice to see sort of like a different way of it happening. I mean, I know we've had this with a couple of films now. I know they did one for Bird Box, which I never did watch the sequel to that. But I didn't hear much in the way of good things about that one. So I'm a little bit concerned about it, but also at the same time, because I know it's a quiet place, I'm hoping that the films will be really good. So fingers crossed, Quiet Place Day One does well. And then the last 2 films, these are the 2 that I'm the most hyped for. The first one is Bad Boys Ride or Die. Last year I got into the Bad Boys films because someone sent the first 2 to me as subscriber mail. And I really enjoyed them. I think it was actually mostly last year I really got into the buddy cop films because I ended up watching Lethal Weapon last year with my mum for the first time. The year before that I watched another cop film. I can't remember what one it was. But that was another buddy cop film. And I've got into Beverly Hills Cop as well. So I'm starting to get more into my cop films. I never really fully watched them. But then over the past couple of years I've certainly got more into it. So we're back with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I'm not sure about the plot, but at the same time, it does look like it could be fun still. Bad Boys for Life, I will be doing a review on my channel for this, because that's one I was meant to see whenever it came out. I think it was not last year, the year before. But I never got the chance to, and then I have watched it, but I'm going to re-watch it and review it for you guys. But yeah, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Looking forward to it. I know it's the first film that's coming out. I'm hoping to see it on Wednesday. Hoping. Fingers crossed. But the main release that I'm looking forward to the most this month is Inside Out 2. I absolutely loved the first film. I've got so emotional during that film, and I love the fact that it's all to do with a kid's emotions and the emotions in your head and what takes control and what shouldn't. And say Bing Bong, I absolutely love him. He's my favourite character. But I love the fact that we're going back to Riley again, but this time as a teenager. So as you grow up, you do get these new emotions. So we've got new ones like anxiety, embarrassment, annoy, envy, I think is a new one as well. So I look forward to seeing that. I know some of the voice actors from the first one haven't come back for this one. But hopefully the voice actors that they've got to replace them do a good job. But watching the trailer, it does look like it's going to be fun. Pixar films, when it comes to their sequels, mostly are hits. I think the only ones I've not really liked, I think, is the Cars films, I think. Is that Pixar? Yeah. It's mainly the Cars films. All the other sequels that I've seen have been really good. So, fingers crossed for Inside Out 2 that will be a good enough sequel as well. But that is my most hyped film for the month. I don't know whether it will make my number one spot, because of the simple fact of I've got a different film at that spot. So it depends on how well this does in the cinema. So I'm looking forward to going to see that. But yeah, also I'm going to try and watch as many 2024 movies as I can this month, so I can give you a sort of like a half year, this is what my top 10 are so far list, because I think I've probably watched about 15 films over the past few months, but because I keep starting and restarting my Letterboxd, I can't really remember where I'd put what. So I'm rewatching the films so I can then give you a proper list. So that'll probably be either halfway through the month or near the end of the month. I haven't fully decided yet. So keep an eye out for that as well. I will be doing a ranking of the Bad Boys films and a Pixar ranking as well in honour of those two films coming out. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also leave me your comments and thoughts on these films. Are you looking forward to these? Is there any that are coming out this month, whether that's cinema or streaming, that I didn't see, that you recommend I go see? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!